Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity Valve Skyblock Expert Mode. So I've been progressing a little bit on the Creative Energy Cell. So you can see I've gotten 21 of the 28 Galgadorian blocks, and they were a absolute haul to make. So I need 16 more Draconic Flux capacitors. I'm going to need one more of the quantum solar panels, and I should be done. So I've spec'd out the formulas here, and it's a little crazy. So 16 of the of these blocks are going to eat up almost every resource I have. I need 13 more dragon hearts just to produce the awakened draconium that I'm going to need. Tremendous amount of plutonium, as well as 5,000 more draconium. I'm also short a massive amount of diamonds, so if we could go and find that, I'm going to need an additional 1,500 diamonds beyond what I already have. So that's going to be my choke point right now. Iridium, as soon as I get the solar panels going, I'm going to pump all the iridium I can. Yeah, so at this point, I've just been feeding draconium to the QED. So grabbing that out, bink, bink. And what I've been working on here down in the Thaumcraft infusion area is the lamps of growth. So let me just take a peek at that. So the lamp of growth comes in under the Thaumonomicon, under the Artifice tab, and what it is a object that's going to eat the herba essentia, the plants basically, and convert it into block ticks. So basically it will accelerate the growth of any plant, or really any kind of object that has a timer. I'm not sure if there's a whitelist or not. It seems like it's a generic ticker, but we shall see. So at this point, I only need a couple more of the here. Whoops, I tapped the wrong thing. So this will be the last of the lamps of growth I'm going to need for this project over here, which is where I'm going to put the diamonds. So I've also managed to get a piece of Spanish moss from the from using the Mutandus. So let me go over and grab myself shears, and with the Spanish moss, then I should be able to gather this up and use it to make poppets, basically. So let's see if I can spread. Nope. Okay, that's not going to work. Can I spread it on this side? Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this up to well, actually I should probably reformat this then. Yeah, I need to have more surface area that Spanish moss can drop down. So and then I'll place the lamps of growth around here and feed it essentia from my ME system. Alright, I'm hoping this is going to solve my diamond problem. So what I ended up doing was building a 9x9 area with 4 lamps of growth, and each lamp of growth is going to have a 5.5 block radius. Now I'm powering the lamps of growth with herba essence that's being pumped out of my ME system using an export bus. Export bus is piped with herba thanks to these file of essentias. So the essentia for herba, I somehow got over 1,000 of it. I don't recall what I was burning that actually emptied that out, but you know what? I got it, so might as well just roll with it. So I tried planting diamond seeds straight with the Ender IO farming station, but it turns out that this block cannot work with Agricraft, and looks like the Feed the Beast people have disabled the default diamond behavior, or rather it grows, but it grows extremely slowly, and the lamp of growth does not have a ability to accelerate it. But anyway, so I took the existing MFR harvester, which is designed to work with AgriCraft. So with that, I'm now up to a lot of diamond nuggets. So it's like literally you're watching it go up by 20s and 30s, probably every, yeah, maybe a stack every 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. And so almost faster than it can collect it at this point. So I'm going to let this burn down the diamond for a bit and just produce those diamond nuggets, and then I can crank them down into diamond ore or diamond pieces. I'm almost done with the solar hybrid panels, which means I can switch to making the next piece, which is the quantum. Actually, the yeah, in order to make the ultimate solar panel, I need this block in between. Let's see, hybrid. No, I don't want the hybrid. I want this guy. I need to make a quantum core. And you can see it's a bit expensive for Cenarium, it looks like. So it's going to take quite a bit of iridium to itself. Over here, let's take a check on the Galgadorian blocks. And my gas tiers are complete. Awesome. So at this point, I am going to hook up that chest and start importing diamond nuggets. So 21,700 works out to 339 stacks. Yep, stacks of diamond nuggets. So, however, with the MFR, I'm just going to let that run. So it's really not going to be that long until I'm swimming in diamonds again. Alright, here we are coming up on the end of the last of the Galgadorian blocks. So the Diamond Nugget project worked incredibly well. It's just generating tons and tons of nuggets, and at this point the bigger lag is just waiting for all the stuff to craft. Now I still have one piece of solar panel to go. So when that's done, I'm probably going to head to the nether and just start taking out all the as many dragons. I'm sorry, not the nether. I meant going to the end and taking out as many of the dragons as I can. I'm going to need about, I think, 14 more dragon hearts, and then at that point I'll be ready to well, do the final crafting for the flux capacitors. Alright, so I ended up messing around with the Spanish moss. I added another of the lamps of growth behind the back here, and it doesn't seem like the lamp is ticking the witchery plant, so maybe it's just something where it's not recognized. But the chest is collecting items, and I'm up to 13 of the Spanish moss already. So that should be more than enough for me to create a couple poppets for death prevention under Witchery. So let's whip up a formula for that. So Poppets, I guess the first one up here, I'm missing some wool, so let's take care of that. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. Here's our not bound poppet. So assembler. Bam. Okay. So let's whip up, I don't know, 5 of them. And The next thing we're going to need is this poppet shelf here. So that's a couple nether bricks, green wool, so it's very specifically green wool, of which I don't have enough wool again. So let me make up a couple more pieces of that. And of course I have more than enough cactus kicking around compared to what I need. So nether brick. Yep, let's make a couple more of those. And back to the poppet shelf. Now the interesting thing about the poppet shelf is that it will act like a chunk loader. So those that might need a single chunk, an extra chunk loader, let's put in assembly table again. So as long as I have poppets in the poppet table, anything that kills me out in the world is going to trigger this, basically remove a poppet from the poppet table, and so that's why it's constantly chunk loaded to make sure that it has access to that inventory no matter where I am. And therefore it might be interesting if I put other things near it, but you know, with the Feed the Beast chunk manager, I don't really need to play around with that. But all right, so I can wait for this to roll in because these are just going to be over here, this oven formulas. So I think that might just be loading into the system right now. Foul fumes, tear the goddess. Okay, let's go over here and check. So since I completed all the Galgadorian, just a couple since last time recorded, I'm gonna try to make the quantum core. Can I make any of these yet? No, I'm still missing the equivalent of, where's the, okay, iridium. I need 29 more iridium to tick through here, and then I'll be able to make my first core. Alright, at this point I think I'm ready to do one of the Witchery infusions. So I'm going to infuse myself with the soul of the world. And I've created those a while back, these green potions. So I ended up making a death protection poppet. So let's make one of these and grab our tag lock that's bound to myself. And so one of these and one of these should make a bound death poppet. Nice. So let's head over to our poppet box, the poppet shelf. I really don't know if this is going to work, but let's see how this goes. So I guess I'll use the chalk. Now, you know what? Maybe I should use the seer stone. No, it's going to kill. I have a feeling it's going to kill the witches if I summon them to help me. So let's just try the chalk. Live dangerously. So let's turn off the magnet, drop the soul of the world, and activate. Nope. Okay. It picked it up. So does that mean my altar is now depleted? Nope, it still has 8,000 energy. Okay. So let's dump it over here and tap it here. Oof. Okay. That, I don't know what it did. Okay, it gave me a bar in the bottom left. So I guess I'm infused now. So, yep, that sucked out some altar power. So I've got a witchery here. Let me move where you can see it. So over here in the left side of my screen, I've got some kind of ticker, and I think that's what I needed to power the Torment scroll. However, I can't really. Skyblock World Gen here does not summon any stone circles, but I'm asking around, and it looks like that there is no like geometric requirement to the stone circle, so I'm going to try to replicate the design of the stone circle that I see on the web and see if I can get to the point that I can activate the ritual just purely from crafting the circle. So let me take care of that. Alright, I think I'm done. So I copied the design from the high-res image that was on ftb.gamepedia.com for the Witchery Stone Circle. And so I'm going to try to activate the scroll now and see what happens. Must stand in the dead center of a stone circle. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, right-clicking is actually doing something. You'll see the meter in the bottom left is drawing down, so it's absorbing some of my infusion energy. Okay, good, good. I'm seeing some flame. Whoa, okay, flame sparks, and Lord of Torment is here. So let's try taking him out. So, hitting him with the bow seems to be working pretty good. So let's just wail on him with the bow for a bit. Whoops, and where did he go? There he is. Alright, I don't seem to be in any danger whatsoever here, so I'm going to knock him down to the halfway point. So Draconic Armor for the win here. And there we go. So once I knock him down to the halfway point, he's going to warp me to a new location. I am now in the maze of Torment. So the walls are invisible. They're made out of non-breakable material. And I'm going to have to go through this maze. Yep, and above me are blocks too, so I can't get through it. So I'm going to have to go through the maze to the center to where I can take him on here. So let's eat a little bit more steak and see if I can make my way through. Oh, this is easy. It just hooks around right here. Okay. There we go. Torment. So at this point, yeah, I can just beat him down. Okay. Well, there we go. So the Draconic Armor pretty much makes me impervious to all fire attacks. The only thing I have to fear here is... actually, I don't know what I need to fear. So let's take him out the old-fashioned way with the sword. Where'd he go? Almost there. Alright, let's see if I can drag him back to the middle then. Hey, you know what? I'll just kill him here. There we go. Okay, so I got a little bit of boss loot. I've got a chest here. with absolutely nothing. Copper, a name tag. But it did give me another demon heart and the soul of a torment demon. So pretty cool, pretty cool. So I have another dimension basically that I can play around with. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm pretty constrained here. So all I have to do is find the exit then, or work my way out. Let's see. See if I can get a good view. Ah, it's more than one chest in here. Okay, that's cool. And out we go. Okay, so yep. So it looks like I can escape out the back end. What is this? So it's a couple different levels. Looks like a couple of treasures along the outside edge. I don't know if I want to go through and grab each of these. Can I go underneath? But then I can't reach the item. I wonder if the teleposers would work on these too, like they worked on Bedrock. But in any case, I have a warp point here. So let me add a new one and head back to the overworld. Okay, there we go. And that is how we beat the Lord of Torment. So let me regroup and I'll check right back. Alright, I've actually made some good progress on the creative energy cell. I'm waiting for a couple more of the quantum pieces to roll in. Really, the big draw is going to be all the hearts that I need for the flux capacitors. So I'm going to do a time lapse and run through some guardian killing. So here we go. Alright, that should finish off another quantum core. So let's go over here and grab that out. We'll grab the solar panels and craft this guy up. Bink, bink, bink. And done. So that should make solar panel number 3. And then 5 up there, and the last one's here. So I just have to tick up another 100 iridium ore. So that's going to take just a little too long, I think. So I'm just going to call this an episode here. So if you could, please leave a comment or a like. I'm going to just, I don't know what else I can refactor around the base in order to speed this up. I don't know if there's anything else I can do to make more iridium, because that's going to be the slow point here in the next round of crafting of the flux capacitors. So I have 10 out of my 16 dragon hearts, so I have 6 more to go. I can just chop down a couple more dragons in between episodes, and hopefully by next episode I should be ready to go with the creative energy cell. So with that, I will see you next time in Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Skyblock Expert Mode. Bye!